What's up, ladies and gents? xcalizorz here, bringing you some nomination on Bog. First off, let me say that I'm really glad that you guys liked my montage so much, and I believe the most liked clip was the CoD4u and RPD one, and I figured, you know, the rounds wasn't that bad at all, and since you guys liked it so much, I feel obligated to bring it to you in its entirety. Unfortunately, not in HD though, because this match is pretty old. It was recorded on June 1st, and yeah, almost 5 months ago, so I didn't have my wonderful HD PVR that long ago, so I'll have to settle for my subpar capture card. Sorry guys. But anyway, I'm using the red dot sight on the CoD4u because for whatever reason it feels like I'm using an entirely different gun. I can't exactly explain why, but I like it. It's pretty nifty, not too shabby at all. If you don't already know, putting the silencer or red dot sight on a CoD4u will make your hipfire spread larger, so that's why most people roll with no attachments. You can use an ACOG scope, it won't affect your hipfire, but I really wouldn't recommend an ACOG scope on the CoD4u or any sub for that matter. Or, wait, what am I saying? Any gun for that matter. ACOG scopes are terrible. Even on the Tony Hawk sniper rifle. And if you may want to use it, trust me, the regular scope is a lot better. Way better. But yeah. This was recorded when I was in montage mode, so to say, so I was playing a lot more aggressively than I normally do. I wasn't suicidal aggressive, but you know, I was aggressive enough for my standards, you know, and I really wanted to get some pretty good streaks. And this is pretty important right here. I see on the UAV that we switched spawns, and I saw that we had multiple teammates going for A, and you don't need more than one guy capping the close flag once the spawn switches, because you know, if you got 4 or 5 guys capturing A, I mean, who's left to watch B? And I saw that, went back to B, and of course someone was attacking it, and had I not done that, we might have lost B. And that is one of the worst things you can do in domination, capturing B and ending up losing it, because once you lose B, nothing good ever happens. And trust me, defend B at all costs. It'll make your life a lot easier, and you'll probably enjoy playing COD a bit more. And that was pretty stupid running in their spawn like that. Guy caught me on the sprint, and it was easy kill for him. And that's probably one of my biggest faults as a COD player, is that I sprint too much, way too much. I'm just a very impatient player, and you know, if nothing's in the immediate area and I don't see anyone on the radar or hear anyone, I usually just sprint, and of course that leads to me getting caught with my pants down. And if you get caught sprinting, someone starts shooting at you, I mean, chances are you're probably gonna die. So if you're dying too much, you might want to cut down on your sprinting. And here is the big streak that was almost ruined because the airstrike decided to try and drop bombs on my face. Luckily I was paying attention. So I actually started playing COD again, and I've been blowing myself up with my own airstrikes because I'm not paying attention to where they're coming in from. So I hope that's something they fix in Modern Warfare 2. Because I can't stand dropping an airstrike on a point only to get blown up like, you know, 100 yards away from where I dropped it. It's just ridiculous. If you play Countdown enough, you know exactly what I mean. Anyway, this big streak here, what can I say? You'll notice that I don't go past these 2 crates and the bus, because that's the area where they're spawning from, and I set up like an imaginary patrol route, so to say, and I just go from point to point, like this little corner here, and this little corner here, and the outside corner here, and you can watch every bog match that I've ever posted, and you'll see that I do this same exact thing every time, and it works. It works great. This is one of the easiest maps to spawn trap on, and you know, there's not really much they can do, unfortunately. You just go back and forth, you know, and you don't want to move in because if you do that, you risk the chance of, you know, getting spawned in a blind spot, or you risk moving, getting their spawn switched on you, and you definitely don't want to be on the C side for this match. Jeez, I keep getting my words mixed up. Map. You don't want to be on the C side on this map. And you know, the funny thing is, all someone had to do to end the streak was to throw a stun grenade, but I guess that wasn't in their mind, and of course, you know, it was inevitable that my streak would get ended by a sniper camping in the most obvious, one of the most popular sniping spots on this map, and I don't know, it's bound to happen. Sniper with claymores and martyrdom. But yeah, you don't want to move in because when you do that, you risk getting their spawn switched on you, and unfortunately, domination, it isn't about the objective as much as I'd like to think it is. It's about how well you can spawn trap the other team. And you know, most domination games that I play, they are landslide victories, like 100 points or more, maybe 80. But you know, usually it's a very one-sided match. You know, very rarely do I see a round that's decided by 50 tickets or less. And you know, I realize that is a pretty hefty amount, but you know, it just doesn't happen that often, you know? The only maps that really consistently happens on is on Pipeline and Block. Because, you know, you can easily flank around and cap the back flag, and you know, rounds like that are a lot of ring around the rosy flag capping. But on a map like Bog, you know, it's pretty hard to flank around and, you know, capture that close point. It just doesn't really happen. And as you can see here, because of my spawn trapping efforts, my teammates got tired of me hogging all the kills, and they moved up, and of course some ding dong did the stroll and captured C like a genius. I can't stress that I do not cap C on Bog. It is the worst thing you can do. But you know, luckily for us, the other team wasn't able to take advantage of the superior spawn, so I guess it really didn't matter in the end. But I mean, if you have a choice, don't risk it. Just stay on the good side. And what else can I say? I mean, even TDM is based on how well you can spawn trap the other team. You know, like on a map like Vacant, if you can trap a team inside the C spawn or the Op 4 starting point, I mean, you're guaranteed to win if you can keep them in there. And that's really what COD is, at least the modes I play anyway. It's all about spawn trapping, as unfortunate as that is. Probably, you know, it'd probably be a little bit better if there was a 5-second respawn timer, but I don't know, people seem to be against that idea for whatever reason. And as you can see there, I got that's another fault I have, is, you know, when I kill someone I get too comfortable and sprint, and another easy kill for that dude. But yep, that is game 85-2-7. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate and comment. Peace out.